I was so wrong about Scrimba. So very wrong. Welcome to another rousing RealToughCandy live stream here on the YouTube. My name's RTC. Thanks for tuning in. Doing a live stream every day until we hashtag smash the curve. It's not just flatten the curve, it's smash the curve. Here in the States, I hope everyone's doing well in your part of the world. These live streams have been hopping. They are just so fun. I'm having a blast doing them. We've had some great conversations in the live chat. Just a great group of folks every night. It's a new scene every night. And I want to welcome my new subscribers to the channel. Welcome my patrons and YouTube channel members. Lots of people have taken the pledge and stepped up to support this channel financially, so we're able to create continuous quality content. No RealToughCandy live stream would be complete without some product placement. This is a mug in CandyScript. That's my Teespring store. I did it all for the JavaScript. I got so excited I broke the handle the other day. Also, t-shirts. We have hoodies. We have stickers. I might even have a pair of leggings along with different designs. We got nice thick stickers. Fit for any laptop, vehicle, or wall. Oh yeah. It's a thing. Guess what came in the mail yesterday? Now, I've read this book, not front to back, but I have read this book online, but I finally got my physical copy in here, in the creation room, on my person. Now, I've talked about this book in a video. It's a good book. Practical? Practical for juniors? Also, it's completely written in Java. So I know that is kind of a deal breaker for many of us when we're trying to prepare for an interview for a web developer job. But yeah, this is a huge book. This is almost 700 pages, considered a Bible for interviewing. And I said, you know, even though I'm never going to use this IRL, I need to have it in my library. So that arrived. How's everyone doing in their neck of the woods? So in my area, it's been relatively civil. It's been all right. It's been all right. But this new trend is kind of disturbing. So I have grocery delivery. I am totally just cooped up here, quarantining, etc. I had grocery delivery the other day. First of all, the grocery delivery is out 3 days. You have to place your order today in order to get it 3 days from now. Okay, that's fine. I totally understand. It's super busy. No one's trying to go in the store. Totally understand. So the order comes yesterday. Literally half of the order was missing. Not that the items were substituted, which I'm fine with too. Just wasn't there. Figure it out. Another guy comes back. He's supposed to bring some kombuchas, various frozen, just various foods. Half of the order. So a different guy comes back today. And mind you, this is all through a third-party delivery service. I won't say the name, but you'll probably figure it out. So comes back. No kombuchas for the second time. No receipt for the second time. Theft is rampant right now. And it's not even bad where I am. And so that's just like, man, all I could think at that moment was, number one, it's disappointing to see. And number two, I would hate to be the manager of this grocery store right now. Theft is rampant. And what can you do? That's just a situation report in the RealToughCandy neck of the woods. Let's do a roll call. Today's topic, I was so wrong about Scrimba. Let's see what's going on. NHBK, NHB, hello. Namood, how's it going? Your daily dose of candy. That's what's up. Paradoodly says, smash the curve with RTC, otherwise swamp doodle. Jeff Gridley, pop. What's up, Jeff? Mustafa, hello, please keep doing them. They're lit. Absolutely. Dev, Electromorphous, hey. Michael Hamilton, how's it going? Janos, one of the recent patrons on patreon.com/RealToughCandy. Shout out to Janos. He recently secured himself a nice did it all for the JavaScript hoodie. Hassan, how are you? Hello, hello. 41 people already in the chat. Great seeing you. So, today's topic, I was so wrong about Scrimba. So, recently I published this article, 101 places to learn to code for free. I did a live stream on it, and the response was great. Multiple people had mentioned, what about Scrimba, what about Scrimba? And in fact, over the last year, people have been saying, what about Scrimba RTC? What about Scrimba? It's just like, what about Scrimba? So it's just like, okay, I'll put it on the list. Because no one was really giving me any hints about what it was all about. Just that all I could deduce was that it's a platform where you learn how to code. Those are a dime a dozen. We talk about a lot of them here. There are many good ones. There are some not so good ones. But I just kind of get platform fatigued on various occasions. So last night, it must have been the full moon or something. The moon must have spoken to me, or the planet Venus. It was some sort of cosmic alignment where I logged on to Scrimba.com. And I registered, I signed up with GitHub, just signed right in, click authorize Scrimba to access your info, blah, blah, blah. Sure. I start looking around and I'm noticing something. I go into the courses and I'm noticing something. This platform actually is really freaking awesome. And I am so sorry to the people who have nudged me and pushed me and said, RTC, Scrimba, what about Scrimba? What about Scrimba? This site is awesome. And I'm going to show you why. So, these courses are totally free. Almost everything you see here is free. Where this site makes its money is through its boot camps. The boot camps are not free. These are all about $100-ish, $50. Okay, this one's on sale, the JavaScript bootcamp. As you can see, a little promo video, nothing too crazy, right? The React Bootcamp, become a professional React developer. This is another bootcamp for $50. And $50, I mean, if it's a good course, developers, $50 is a pretty good deal. I've seen some people charge over $1,000 for a React course. Pre-recorded videos, mind you. The Vue.js bootcamp coming soon. So all these 5 bootcamps cost money, but everything else on here is fair game. There's no credit card, there's no safety deposit, there's no security deposit, there's no credit check, none of it. You just sign in and start. So I was checking out Tic-Tac-Toe with React hooks, because these are the 2 featured ones. And according to their Twitter, Scrimba's Twitter, I think it was, they're saying these are free right now. So I don't know if they're going to be charging in the future. This is also another one that's featured, Algorithms, the Working Developer's Guide. So I'm on here looking at this. I'm like, all right, let me just check out Tic-Tac-Toe with React hooks. Let me see what it's all about. And honestly, this looks like any thinkful.com site, any video-based site. So I'm just like, okay, let's go inside. We go in. And unfortunately, my mic is plugged in to the microphone/headphone jack, so I can't play the audio for you all without some cosmic retributions. So just know these videos are narrated. Pretty good narrators, pretty good production values, actually. Better than 99% of the free, better than every Udemy course that's free that I've ever encountered. The production values are very good. They're consistent. The mic levels, it's crisp audio, but you can check this out for yourself. Like I said, all this stuff's fair game and free. So here is the playlist for the videos. I went to the second video here, and this is where the magic starts happening. This is where it stops being just your everyday run-of-the-mill video. It starts being really freaking cool. Watch this. I'm going to play the video. Now this guy is narrating. Can't hear him, but he's narrating. He's about to do some coding. I'm gonna pop over to the middle of the video and you can see him code. So this is me hands-free. This is the course creator in this video typing, right? He's doing his thing. He's showing us different components, game.js file. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video. Notice, I paused the video. This is a video. Watch what I'm doing. Let's see. I really need this to work. Look, can you guys see this? I went into the video and I can type. I paused the video, I went into the video and I'm editing this code. I can play with this code. Hello, hello. Galoo, galoo. Have you guys seen that video? That meme, it's so funny. So if you want to run it, there are a few different ways. I think the quick key is Command S. So I'm running it. Obviously, something is not going to work here. Sometimes it throws an error. Now, I'm not sure. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe there's no error to throw just yet. What if I did like some malformed HTML? Or Pexport. Let's see. Well, anyways, sometimes you can see in the console the errors. Maybe I'm just not messing it up enough. Or if I go like this, that should do something, right? No. Okay. Well, maybe not the best example. So I'm inside the video right now editing, and what I can do is go here, and let's say I'm writing some documentation about this lesson. I can save it right here. All of this is going to be saved in this little panel in my notes. It says, whenever you start playing around with your code, a note will be created. All your notes are listed below. Boom. I don't know why I would ever need this as a note, but let's just say it's something important. So I save that note, and when I play the video again, watch what happens. It's going to go back to his original code. And he just goes on with the tutorial. This blew my mind. For a year. It's the same thing with App Academy Open. My guy, Mr. Morales from New York City, hope you're doing well. Shout out to S. Morales. He's working at Google. He wanted me to review App Academy Open. And for over a year, I was just so hesitant because most platforms that I do check out are just nothing to write home about. They're just so-so. And if something's so-so or not very good, I don't want to dedicate an hour talking about it. That doesn't seem like a very good investment of anyone's time. If something's good, I want to share it. So that's what happened with App Academy Open, though. I waited a year and then I checked it out, and it turned out to be one of my favorite platforms. And a lot of people have started using it, and I've got some great feedback through emails and DMs and stuff. For those of you who don't know, App Academy Open is basically App Academy's full stack curriculum that has been completely made free for anyone around the world. It's the same curriculum they use in their in-person bootcamp. Their in-person bootcamp has an acceptance rate of under 5%, from my understanding. So it's hard to get in, and if you don't have the money or whatever situation, you just want a free bootcamp education, that curriculum is there at App Academy Open. And this is kind of the same thing where people have been saying, Candy, check this out. And I'm just like, I will, okay, but I don't want to. So yeah, let's look at some other features of this stuff. Now, I was in my Discord earlier today, and was it Marcos? Sorry, I forgot your name wrong. Somebody in the Discord was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, you're watching the video and then pausing it to write your own stuff. I can see how this would turn some people off. But my big reason for being excited about this is because I'm all about the interactivity. It helps you memorize things. It helps you learn things. It helps you put pieces together. And the fact that most of us aren't using two monitors. And really, for all of these video-based platforms, you almost have to have two monitors. One for the video and one for your code editor. In a perfect world, we all have 4 monitors. Code editor, video, documentation, and miscellaneous environment, miscellaneous code playground. Like, we need so many screens with videos when it comes to videos. Maybe one screen for just Googling things as they're talking about them. And that is the big non-benefit. That's the big thing I don't like about videos, is that you're always clicking somewhere else. A lot of your movement is going to other places aside from taking notes, like on a notepad. So there's lots of clicking, a lot of wasted energy, in my opinion, just getting things organized. Whereas with something like this, you can just pause it and do it and then save it all right here. So this took me a little while to figure out like how, because I didn't read the how-to or anything. I just started getting dirty with it, but there's a chat here. Also, the playlist, I had a hard time finding out where the videos were, because normally, like in a Udemy course, this left-hand side, or one of the sides, is where you have the video player. I think is it the right side on Udemy? Anyways, in one of these columns, I'm so used to just having the videos available, whereas with this platform, you have to go look for them. Otherwise, it's just going to play sequentially. So if you want to bounce around, you can go, right now I'm on chapter 2, scaffolding components. I have to go in this little arrow, find the playlist, and then pop down here to render moves function. I might have some notes on here. So each chapter contains notes. You don't have like a global notes list. It all depends on which chapter you're on. And I had more. I probably won't spend too much time looking for them, but there was one critique I had with this. So let me see if I can find this. So this is tic-tac-toe with React hooks. I was also looking at, where is it? It would also be nice to see which courses I'm currently enrolled in, which maybe it says right here, my courses. Let's check it out. A lot of this stuff I haven't even seen. Learn Python. Okay, this is the example. This is another huge course. This is actually a really big course. Well explained, good graphics, great production value for being free. This is a really great freemium platform where they are able to offer high quality free stuff because they are making money through the bootcamp. So at least theoretically they are. So let me see. Also, what's keeping you developers up at night? I'll tell you what was keeping me up last night. Python. Browser Python. Running Python in the front end. Building web apps with front end Python. I have never heard of that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Python. I could not go to bed last night. This is what keeps me up at. This is the type of thing. Let's go in here, and I have some notes. I have no idea where I left off. Maybe right here? So one of my critiques is, I'll just show you guys. So this video, you probably can't see it. This video counter does a countdown of the video length. But when you save your note, let me just save this right here. When you save your note, it shows you how far into the video you are. Does that make sense? So if I did like, let me save my note right here. Saving note. So right now, this video indicator indicates I have 44 seconds left on the video. But if I go to the note, it says the note is at 3:05. So if I start the video up here and I'm just like, let me check where that note was. Okay, I have a note at the 3-minute mark, the 3-minute 5-second mark. Where might that be? Because 3:05 is somewhere in here. So according to this counter, 3:05 is right over here. But actually my note is way the heck over here, somewhere in 3:05. So that was a critique I had. It's minor, but it is kind of annoying. Q&A. So this is a place for the student area. This is again for the Intro to Python, Learn Python for Free course. So it looks like the instructor, wow, these are really updated questions too. This person asked this a day ago and the instructor answered the same date. Share on Twitter? No, I'm good. 21 days ago. This instructor is very active with his response. That's something you don't see a lot in Udemy courses either. I mean, actually, honestly, a lot of courses. Not to bag on Udemy with that. That is the most obvious example, but a lot of platforms just don't offer student support. But this is, I mean, for free. I'm really impressed. Color me impressed. Let's go to the comments and see what people are saying about Scrimba. What is your experience? Do you think this is rad, or you think this is just another gimmick? Because I know my opinion. Right now, I think it's so rad. I was up late last night. I could not. After discovering Scrimba and then Python, I'm like, that's it. Not sleeping. But I contacted them. I'm like, you guys got a good thing going on. This is awesome. This is the way it should be, in my opinion. I want to hear from people who have tried it too. I want to hear from everyone, but let's see. IM says, I know the owner, so I can let him know about the note thing. Okay, cool. Thanks. Hingle McCringle says, this looks great. I've been having so much trouble following the Odin project. It's fine, but so much reading and then more reading. Ugh. Main Street Studios, Scython and Braithon. Hamstrick says, it looks very promising. Thank you. Yeah, man. I mean, check it out. Because the site is free, like, I can recommend it a lot easier than if it was $500. Like, I'd still be excited about it. But I know that, I mean, that's a lot of money. I just know that's a barrier for a lot of people, and understandably. But because it's free and because you can make, I mean, you can get signed up so easy, I'm all about it. I'm all about sharing this one with people for sure. Welcome, everyone just coming into the live stream. Buddy Hall, can I get into the Discord? Yes, Paradoodly do. Please pop that Discord link. Code Stacker says, I'm working on a new SAS SCSS course for Scrimba. Look for it coming very soon. Right on. Who are you? Like, are you already on Scrimba? Code Stacker. I feel like you have a YouTube channel, huh? I feel like I know that name. Devon says, hi, please slowly speak. I'm forced to understand you. I am forced to understand you, please. Yara Castro, love your content. Thanks for tuning in, Yara. Nice to see you here. Richard, how's it going? Michael says, how long the free will last? Honestly, I mean, I think these have always been free. I don't know if they plan on, like I said, I don't know if they plan on putting these featured courses, adding a price to them. And I mean, any platform can change at any time, but I think there would be a lot of issues with students if they were just like, yeah, actually all of these do cost money. If I had to guess, I think a lot of these are always going to be free. And I think, you know, with their current freemium model, they're going to be creating more free stuff to get people filtered in and funneled in, rather, to the bootcamp courses. Because if we go to the boot camps, I haven't paid for any of these. I could do a review, but I just have so many other courses and stuff to review. But I mean, I still am interested in seeing. I'm interested in seeing the quality of these paid courses versus the free stuff, because the free stuff, from what I've seen so far, I did tic-tac-toe with React hooks, also Python, and there was a third one I was clicking on last night. Maybe build an app with React and GraphQL. Yeah, I watched the intro. So I mean, and adding a GraphQL query and creating a Pokemon component. I was playing around with that. 3 different instructors, but the quality was just very consistent. The curriculum and the things they were teaching were pretty high quality too. So with those being free, I'm just curious, what is the difference between those and something like the JavaScript Bootcamp, which is $50? 112, okay, so I'm already seeing this, 112 interactive screencasts. That's quite a lot more than the free stuff. A lot of the free stuff is lessons and smaller things. Now the Python course, that was a pretty big one, and that one's free. They have one down here on d3.js. Who's that guy on YouTube? I saw him. He does a course on here too. His name is Kevin Powell, I think. He has a pretty popular channel here on YouTube, and I think he might be doing one of these boot camps because I saw his face. That is not Kevin. Kevin, where are you? I know he's here. Can I maybe watch this? Let's search Kevin. HTML and CSS crash course? Come on. There he is. I knew it. Kevin Powell is on Scrimba. Over 80,000 people follow my tutorials on YouTube. I thought he had more followers than that by now. I thought he was like YouTube Platinum status or YouTube Play Button status. But there are some interesting people on this site who are doing courses. Even the person in the comments, Code Stacker, is doing a course. Code Stacker says, design course just launched the paid UI course. Really? Was that him? Oh, really? Interesting. Gary Simon. Gary is one of YouTube's most popular coding teachers with over 500,000 followers. He has close to 100 courses. Man, this guy's smoking it. 100 courses? I need to catch up. Ranging from graphic design to advanced front-end development. So they have some pretty stellar names for the paid courses too. And I think that maybe that is one of the differences as well. Even though the courses that I did see that were free, they were high quality and the people were easy to understand. They explained things. Yeah. George Meehan Dev, how's it going, my friend? Alexander Davis says, yes, Kevin did the responsive web design. Okay, cool. Tara says, I love it. It's great to not have to have another monitor up, and it keeps me from getting distracted. Easier. LOL. I've done the HTML and CSS crash course, and I'm currently working on the JS bootcamp. Leandra says, but I love the platform interacting with the video code. It's awesome. Leandro said above, I think it's free. The bootcamp ones are paid. Donovan's here. Hey, Donovan! Donovan has been tuning in to nearly every one of these live streams. It's so awesome. I need to have you on the blog again, Donovan, or on the channel or something. We are definitely overdue to have you back on one of these mediums. One of my best performing articles, FYI, on RealToughCandy is that one where you interviewed about being a self-taught developer, sharing your story with the 5 other, was it 6 self-taught developers share their story? It's one of the most popular articles on my site. So shout out to you. You're everywhere. I love it. Onel, hello. Andrew, hi. Kunjesh, what's going on? I have no clue. What is the discussion going on? I'm glad you asked. We're talking about this free platform called Scrimba that I put off for checking out for like a year. And now I'm really excited about it. And it's free. Most of these courses are free. And I just wanted to share it. So going back to, let's check out this algorithms one. This is one I haven't seen. Expand to see all 9 lessons. So yeah, I think the boot camps are a lot more protein packed, even though, like I said, these are pretty good, but there is more expansive material with the paid ones. Let's see if they let us, and what language are they teaching this stuff in? JavaScript? Let me go to the playlist here and let's pop into one of these. Tail recursion, let's try it. Sweet. So if I can, and this is the thing too, you can run this like I tried showing you earlier. I was trying to break stuff, but why won't this run? Or throw an error or something. Throw in error. There it is. You see? So I don't know why it wasn't working in the other one. Maybe I wasn't destroying it enough. But you get a console right here where you can run your code and see the results. And because I was typing nonsense, I got an error, a reference error. Throw an error is not defined. Just like IRL and all this stuff. I love the interactive things. And I also enjoy videos because I know when I was I need video less now than I did back in the day. And I totally see why. I needed someone to show me what was going on. And like someone had mentioned, the Odin project, like there is a lot of reading. It can get boring very easily. Now that person didn't say it can get boring, I don't think, but they did say there's a lot of reading. And that is one of the disadvantages of just going by books. Like I have this book here. We were looking over JavaScript books the other day, and I have a really good one. This is Eloquent JavaScript, a very good JavaScript book, but I wouldn't say it's for beginners. There's just so much stuff here, and it's so easy to feel dejected once your code isn't working, or, you know, it's not like you have like interactive help right in the book. And with these types of platforms, you have the step-by-step with the video. You can rewind it, but you can also play with the code editor. And this is something I just haven't seen on other platforms. It's either interactive code editors or videos. It's one or the other. Some of them have implemented basic interactive code editors, but nothing as robust as this. And even look at this. This is cool too. So if you go down here, if you guys are going to start using this, I would recommend just taking a minute or two, taking a few minutes to check out the different features, because the UI is clean, but some of this stuff is easy to miss. Is maybe not so obvious. I had a hard time finding some of this stuff. For the speed, for my speed demons, you can go 4x. So I don't want to hear people say, oh, they talk too slow. Bump it up to 4x. You will finish this Python course or finish this algorithm course in 2 minutes. And there's also some shortcuts and quick keys and stuff. But yeah, Q&A. Again, this is a different instructor, Jonathan Lee Martin, for this algorithm course. Elizabeth asked a question 2 days ago. Jonathan answered yesterday, and then she followed up. Thanks. It's clearer now. I feel the explanation about why, etc. I don't need to read that, but that's awesome. And I think join community chat is going to take you to a Discord. Cool. Let's go to the comments. Sean Connolly, what's up? Sean Connolly says, I love learning this stuff. I also have a horrible issue staying motivated. The platform doesn't seem to matter. Any ideas? Ooh. That's a really tough question. I'm going to write that question down and try and answer it in another live stream. Somebody asked me a great question too from yesterday's live stream about knowing how do you assess your worth, your financial or economic worth as a new developer? How do you put a number on yourself as a new developer? And I thought that was a great question. I'm going to have to get back to you on that question, Sean, because there are a lot of different techniques we can talk about, but I don't want to get too sidetracked with that question. But I'm going to write it down, and we're going to talk about it in an upcoming live stream, because that's a great topic that I think a lot of us struggle with. I know for me too, I mean, motivation, anytime you're going your own way with something, anytime you're doing it by yourself, motivation it's hard to find. Even when you have all the material at your disposal, even when you're thinking of all these cool things and these jobs and these potential things coming your way, it's so hard to stay motivated. And sometimes it's just easier to just stay where we are in our current job. Like, at least that requires less effort on every front. Like, this is tough. Becoming a software developer, whether it's web, mobile, IoT, any of it, it's tough. And I see a lot of people lose motivation, and I think it's a natural thing. But there are also some techniques we can employ to mitigate just feeling demotivated. Great question. Mark is the one. Mark is the one. All right, I can already tell. I endorse this comment because I feel you 100%. YouTube is on a mission to distract me from doing tutorials. It's like video after video of try-on haul. What the heck? I know. As a learner, lifelong learner, as a self-taught software developer, as a creator, I feel that because this is a very niche, very highly specific channel. This is a super niche channel. Most people who discovered this channel will not stay, and I totally understand it. I'm competing with music superstars, freaking twerking vids, homemade twerking vids. Like, of course people aren't going to click on Scrimba.com. Like, it's one big distraction, and it's these shiny things that make our eyes go like this, and it's really a carnival. Self-discipline is so important, but it's really hard, especially because these algorithms are getting better and better. They're getting better and better at knowing what we like. So, yeah, I feel you. Hingle McCringle says, Sean Connolly, I've had the same problem before. Great question. Really looking forward to that stream. Yeah, no doubt. We're gonna, that's it. That settles it. If two can endorse that topic, then we're gonna be talking about it, because I know more people are thinking, how can I overcome this? How can I get some motivation? Let's see what else. Mr. Universe says, is it wrong that I clicked on everything I was interested in and enrolled? Absolutely not. I mean, some of these, yeah, learn Alpine JS. Some people have suggested this framework in my Discord, and honestly, I haven't even looked at it because hashtag JavaScript fatigue, but they have it here. A minimal framework for composing JavaScript behavior in your markup. Are you looking for a quick way to add interactivity to a website without having to introduce a full-blown framework like Vue or React? Look no further. Alpine JS offers you the reactive and declarative nature of a big framework at a much lower cost, etc., etc. Hey, if they had a Svelte tutorial here, you know Sammy Turner would be all over that. Shout out to Sammy Turner. She is smitten with Svelte. It's a pretty cool framework, honestly. I haven't touched it in a long time. I was all about it when it came out because I was like getting sucked into the hype, but I haven't done any personal projects or had other reason to work with it. DigitalOcean has a course called Build and Deploy Your Portfolio, the Coding Bootcamp Primer. Now, how much is this one? The Coding Bootcamp Primer? Enroll for free? Developers, I may need to check this out more. My mod at large, Paradoodly-Doo, started learning how to code about a week and a half ago. Total code newbie. It was so funny. We were talking about just her journey, and she said she was on this news site today or yesterday, and somebody had tagged soup on one of the articles, like there was some malformed HTML, and it showed up in the article. She noticed it, and she was like, yes, I noticed this. So I know she's leveling up. I'm so happy for her. She's taking her life into her own hands and leveling up her life. That's what motivates me to do this channel. Not the fact that I can show these things off, but the fact that people are using these tools to level up their life and change their life for the better. In small ways, in medium ways, and in huge ways. It's so amazing to see. These technologies are not going anywhere anytime soon. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Python is not going anywhere anytime soon. Neither are algorithms. Neither is any of this stuff. React is not going anywhere anytime soon. At least I don't think it is. I have no information to indicate that React will be leaving us anytime soon. And even if it is, we're going to have millions of legacy apps we'll need to take care of. So it's a good skill to have regardless. CSS variables. I mean, there's something for every type of web developer here, IMHO. We have the front end stuff. It would be nice to see, actually, let me take it back. It would be nice to see some back end stuff here. This is not a critique. This is just something that I noticed. Because this platform is rocking my socks, something on Node, something on PHP. I know Dream On, right? Something on Java. But that might be kind of hard because of the way these editors are set up. I don't know the practicality of that. And like taking notes, you know, saving your notes and all this. You see, like, I feel like I know these people and have seen, if I haven't seen their faces, I've seen their names. So that's a good sign to me. If we can get some star power in some of these courses, that's usually a good indicator. It's not the best, and it's not one component to determine everything, but it is a good sign when you see people who are active in the dev community making courses on a certain platform. It's the same with Educative. It's the same, well, Udemy. There are some great courses on Udemy. But when I see the names, I think, okay, this is worth investigating. There's got to be something in here worth checking out, for sure. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the practicality of doing something like a database. I mean, how rad would it be to see something like MySQL on here or Postgres? I think it would be cool. Let's go to the comments. Main Street Studio says, I use this skill to have it done with Dev World. I bought books for each language I want to learn. When going for game dev, I read C++ and C#. Yano says, I always end up following the drama in the beauty community of YT, LMAO. Janos, it takes a real man to admit that. I love it. I love it. I mean, right though? Like, more to the point, exactly. Drama, emotional clickbait material, like everyone's sucked in. These are the types of things that have proven to be effective as far as keeping people engaged. The sad truth is that most people just don't want to learn. Most people aren't in the mood to level up their life because it takes a lot of effort when it comes to tech. People who are watching this, everyone watching this is in a very small niche. And you really have to go out of your way to you know, even like Traversy, that guy has 1 million subscribers. I am so happy for him. He deserves every one. But at the same time, I'm like, are there really 1 million people wanting to learn coding tutorials? Because if that is true, that's really inspiring. It's so nice to see some of these code channels take off and perhaps replace some lower quality channels that are talking about, you know, plum lipstick drama. At the same time, though, YouTube's an entertainment platform. That's a counterpoint I have to point out. YouTube's an entertainment platform, and so every time we do log on to try and learn something here, there's no doubt we're gonna be thrown a variety of entertaining, emotionally based videos. It's what people like. It's what people click on. So I can't fault YouTube for that, but it's a dangerous platform because it's so easy to get lost. Going back to the comments, Abdul Rauf says, yes, I'm finally here. Welcome, welcome. Main Street Studio, RealToughCandy YouTube word limit. So when I'm going for web dev, I read HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I'll read books and look for tutorials to understand what I'm reading. I even download cheat sheet. Is it okay? Yeah. Why not? Use whatever. I mean, there is not one true path to learning web development. There's not one true path for learning how to code. 100% of the people I know in my network have used multiple sources to learn how to code. That's just the way it is. There is not one perfect platform. I'm always keeping my eyes out, but even though something like Scrimba, I'm motivated about it, I'm excited about it, but this is not a one-stop shop by any means. I mean, this is hardly even getting started with this stuff. This is a great place for the interactivity, but as far as a one-stop shop, heck no. Udemy, heck no. These micro platforms, heck no. And everyone's journey is different. If the cheat sheets and the books are working for you, stick with it. Try and explore some other stuff. You know, sometimes we discover things we had no idea that were going to work for us. And sometimes our tastes change, and sometimes our preferred ways of learning changes. Just going back, I know I've mentioned it 1 million times by now, but you know, earlier on, I was all about the videos. Nowadays, I learn faster and more efficiently by reading, and sometimes with interactive code editors. Very rarely do I want to plop down for an hour-long tutorial because I can get that. I'm at the point because I've, you know, been doing this for a few years now. I'm still new, but I've been doing it now, so my brain can quickly discern what I need to learn. And normally I can find that in the documentation. So right now, if books and cheat sheets work for you, rock on. But just know that there might be a time in that learning process where your tastes change and your brain starts reforming synapses and firing things that are just like, whoa, where'd that thought come from? Why am I running SQL queries in my dreams? Please make it stop. George Meehan Dev says, so I just started a dev course on Udemy. I'm surprised it has PHP as the back end. I'm also using YouTube as a supplement. Yeah. That's something else I've talked about a lot on the channel too. PHP is just so hard. It's so hard to find relevant, updated resources beyond the basic beginning level. It's really tough. The documentation is not that good either compared to compared to something like JavaScript's documentation. We are so spoiled to have the MDN docs. We are so spoiled. It's so well written. They're so well organized. And if that's the first thing you're exposed to, going to some of these other documentation sites, ooh, it hurts. It's painful. We are really lucky to have something like MDN. Salah says, I'll say it again, if you already know the basics of JavaScript, Eloquent will be the best thing you can read. Yeah, I mean, it's on No Starch Press, which, as some of you know, I'm a total fangirl. I freaking love No Starch. Fazal says, your reviews are great. Thank you, Fazal. Brython. Hello with the div. I was like, wait a minute. Brython! Stop the presses! Hello with a different name. Yeah, man, Brython. We might have to explore Brython in another live stream. Maybe not a dedicated live stream, but I definitely want to show you guys what I'm getting hyped about. Client-side Python. Python in the browser. Ah! Completely impractical for most things? Probably. Completely awesome? Absolutely. Developers, I want to thank you for tuning in. My time here has come to an end. I want to give a shout out to Janos and Matt McPherson, who are my newest patrons over at patreon.com/RealToughCandy, and my other financial supporters on Patreon, as well as here as YouTube channel members. They have little candy pieces next to their name. Donovan was in the chat today, rocking that little piece of candy. Jim and many other people who are also channel members. Their financial support makes these videos possible. Developers, bottom line, Scrimba, check it out. I was very pleasantly surprised. And to everyone who has told me to check this out, Candy, RTC, check out Scrimba. What about Scrimba? Sorry, I had no idea. And now I'm going to have to revise my list of 101 places you can learn to code for free, because this one's going on it. Paradoodly-doo, pop that link for people if they want to check out all those dozens of resources to learn to code for free. That's on RealToughCandy.com. I also have other reviews. I've been doing a few reviews on Andre Negoy's new platform, various courses. I have a collection of intermediate to advanced JavaScript concept course reviews. There's a little something for everyone. Just published something on React courses that I'm liking, I'm digging. Yeah. All right, developers. Main Street Studio, hey, stop it. Stop spiritually hacking my life. I did dream about syntax, weird things. I know. It happens to more people than you think. If you haven't yet, smash the like button so we can continue to make these videos, developers. I love hanging out with you all. Thanks for tuning in. More great videos coming. We're making these live streams till we #smash the curve. Not flatten, smash. See you later. Peace out.